to Israel. I just want to be very clear. They can do no wrong. We rush to defend them.
All of this to protect the Nazis. It's just ridiculous. That's what it is. I mean, because real MAGA's not had a voice. And Candace, none of these people I mentioned, Dave Smith, Tucker, none of them represent, well, they don't represent America, but they don't represent the real voice of MAGA. The real voice of MAGA has never been given a platform. They haven't. So TikTok took down another account of mine. I mean, it doesn't matter because they took it down because a couple of my videos were getting regular views. And so, of course, they'd go after me. It's not like they gave me an option to appeal anything. Nope, just removed me. So this is a new account. But you can see 0, 0, 0, 0 across all videos, 0 views. I mean, that's, so when Candace or any of these people carry on about their right to free speech and you can't tell us we can't be anti-Semitic or what we can say. Yeah, you guys, you seem to have, the bully pulpit. So I don't know what any of you are bitching about. It's real MAGA that has been being silenced and none of you ever represented real MAGA. But these are just the modern day people that want to protect the Nazis. I mean, because they've always been around, and so, of course, all of these people that are going to act like Kennedy was doing a good thing going after Israel. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. When the O. Kennedy clan, or the O. Kennedys, who were the kings of Ormond in Ireland, when they fell, and they fell once the Jacobite Wars ended, which was, the Jacobite Wars was the Irish, especially the O'Kennedys, trying to get, because King James II had fled when William of Orange, again, the people of England reached out to William of Orange and said, please help us, because he was married to the daughter of King James I, and she was a Protestant, so they trusted him because he was married to a Protestant. They did not want a Catholic monarchy, which would be just a never-ending line of Catholicism. I don't blame them. The Catholic Church is its own entity, its own state, its own sovereign being there in Rome. They are. Yeah. So I'm just wondering why Marjorie Taylor Greene or nobody else has demanded that the Catholic Church have to register as a foreign fucking government or a foreign entity. Of course they wouldn't, because the Catholic Church was siding with the Nazis. This is such an eerie picture, in my opinion. I came across it the other day when I was looking up about Hitler and the Vatican. And that's, the Pope leaving a meeting he was having with Hitler. Now, they say they were just trying to protect they make excuses for everything. I don't know how you could, I mean, if you're really following Jesus, how can you be on the wrong side of everything and still claim that you're doing Jesus's will? Just don't get it. But then, I mean, look at Candace. She claims to be a Christian. She doesn't even know who Jesus is. But it's like the epitome of wickedness right there, Jesus said even Lucifer would disguise himself as an angel of light. It's just the whole wardrobe there. It's just the whole picture is just, and given the background. So when the O'Kennedys, after they lost and couldn't get King James back in, they had to flee Ireland because they had land taken from them. They had a bunch of things happen. And they would claim, we're being persecuted because we're Catholics. No, you're being persecuted because you people tried to blow up a King of England, the first one, who wasn't putting up with any of this Catholic crap. And then you influenced his two sons, and so the people did not want to have a never-ending line of Catholic kings because of what the Catholic Church did to them. And so they fled to France, and they joined the army of France. Yeah. And what's interesting about that is that, well, many of those people, there's not an exact number, and I don't think we'll ever know for sure the number, because this world, the media, there's so many people that protect this nonsense, protect wickedness in this world. I don't get it, but they do. But there was people in the French army, in the Vichy regime, Vichy part of France. I'm not sure. It's a certain portion that ended up going to be the army for Hitler. The authoritarian government led by Marshal Pétain participated in Jewish expulsion and turned France into a quasi-police state. Yeah. So again, the O'Kennedys, along with other Irish people that were involved in the Jacobite wars, after they lost those wars and they couldn't get their Catholic false king in, King James II, back in, they had to flee because, yeah, people started coming after them. You should expect that. So they fled to France, and they joined the French army. And the French were one of our allies, okay? So it's not all people of, France in the army that were with the Nazis, but there were some that went to be in Hitler's regime. Yeah, it's the Vichy government. So you can see Hitler shakes hands with Philippe Pétain, the leader of the Vichy government. That was a certain portion of France. Couldn't find out where the O'Kennedys exactly went to in France. Of course, because this country and all the universities will protect the Nazis. I don't know why. It's just, that's really something as a psych nurse I would like to get to the bottom of, is what kind of mindset. I mean, clearly it's all overeducated people, and those people don't seem to use common sense. I think they lose it. Seriously, I'm not being sarcastic. I do think they lose it, because you have to think about these things. It's very tricky. It's very tricky. So it really takes a lot of you having to think on your own. It's not just, as easy as like, you really have to think about things. But what I do not understand is why we have an entire country full of people that seem to want to protect dirtbags. People that were against this country. I guess that's just how many people hate freedoms. Doesn't make sense to me, but well, God said, who ran this world? The wicked one. This is a poster. Obviously, it says a poster from the Vichy period shows a disintegrating France on the left with words like communism and Jewishness, causing the foundation to crumble. On the right are the words of Pétain's France: work, family, fatherland. Yeah. So there's, there was a portion of them that went to serve, that were serving Hitler. Okay. And again, they fled. Some of the O'Kennedys and other Irish people, all involved in the Jacobite wars, they fled to France. So given that Ireland played neutral, but it's come out that no, they weren't completely neutral. They were giving air coordinates and support to the Nazis. Some of them, not all of France. But then this is what, because most of France, did I say France was neutral? No. Ireland played neutral, but they were giving air coordinates to the Nazis. Some of them, yeah, especially with the Irish Republican Army. So see, when you become a country mainly of Catholics, look at what's happened there because of that. Because God does not recognize it. I'm not saying that God expects you to get rid of it. I'm just saying that if most of your country becomes Catholic, and then if you look into Ireland's history, they have a major, massive child molestation problem that's been because of the Catholic Church. So just all of those things should be red flags to people. Like God does pay attention. You need God to be on your side. And as this says, the number of people from France who actively sided with Hitler during World War II is complex to define, as it involved different levels of collaboration and support. So, yeah, and it was Vichy government. So you got Ireland that was given coordinates to the Nazis, and then a bunch of Irish people that fled to France. Put it together.